Good morning and happy Sunday. My name is Teresa and I'm starting a new series called Sunday Storytelling. And this story made me laugh out loud alongside the cookie customer, and it made me realize always ask questions, never assume. So I'm going to talk you through what I'm doing with the cookie first and then tell the story as the cookie is being created. So first step in my cookie process here is you will see that I have some holes poked into the top of that cookie. It's because it was a rather large cookie. It was a rectangle shape and I knew that it was thick. So we do all of our cookies nice and thick so that it has like this amazing texture and it melts in your mouth. And so if you have a thicker cookie, you can poke it with holes like a fork before baking, and that way it makes the cookie fully bake in the middle. Now on to the first part of the story. This cookie that you're seeing on your screen, no one asked me to give this cookie. I just thought, oh my goodness, it's a wedding shower. There was some inspiration pictures that the mother of the bride had sent over to me. And if you've been following us for a little while, it was that cute VW van with the turquoise cookies that I had created for them. And one of the inspiration pics was a picture of a couple in front of the van. And I thought, oh man, I have this edible printer that creates photography cookies and it comes out amazing, which you can see kind of what's happening right now is doing the photo of the couple on this cookie. And I wanted to give this to them as an extra special gift to say, congratulations. I know that you all got married earlier and this was a great celebration. Here's a cookie to showcase your love for each other, you know, and that was my plan. As you can see, the cookie is pretty detailed. So what you see on your screen right now, this is an edible brown gel paint, and I use it in two different ways. One, you saw at the very beginning of the video that you can paint a cookie, a sugar cookie, with either white or brown, and as it bakes, the cookie will rise and then it will have this textured effect. And so that's what I was going for, a wood frame cookie. So after it's baked, if there's any spots that you need to fill in and make sure that it looks cohesive, like the edges of that photo frame, you can use a little bit of that brown and sparingly put it on there. You don't want to use too much or else people, as they bite their cookie, they're just going to have a brown mouth. So you don't want to have that. So I am getting ready to deliver the cookies a couple weeks ago on a weekend, and I give her, you know, all the cookies, and I'm saving the photo frame for last, and it's the mother of the bride. Debbie, you're amazing. If you're watching this with your husband, and I let her know, Debbie, I have a surprise for you. Technically, it's a surprise for Jordan, her daughter, and her wonderful husband, but I wanted to show it to Debbie. And so I bring Debbie out to the back of my delivery van, and I open up the box, and Debbie looks at the cookie, and I'm waiting like, oh, what's the reaction gonna be? And she goes, that's not them. I said, what? And she goes, that was just the picture from the website of where they ordered that VW van. That's a totally random stranger couple who got married. And I laughed. I said, oh my gosh. I said, it's not the couple. She goes, no. And we walked into the house together, you know, for the delivery, and she had a wonderful friend visiting from Texas, and she goes, check out this cookie. It's a cookie that, you know, we don't even know this couple. So I have a random cookie gift of a random bride and groom in front of the VW van that they are renting for the experience later that day. And we just all had a good laugh. I let them keep the cookie. I still don't know what Jordan's reaction was in person, but she did send a quick note saying how much they, you know, appreciated the thought. But that just goes to show you should always ask questions. Don't assume, even if it's with good intentions. It's always good to confirm. And that cookie was no charge. I just wanted to brighten their day. So if you don't know this about us, we opened our cookie business last year. We've been operating this brand, this channel, Newsbreak, trademarked, Buzz with Your Cuz, Flour, Eggs, and Yeast for 4 years. But everybody kept asking, do you sell your cookies? Why don't you sell your cookies? And you know, for 3 years during the pandemic, we just gifted them to our neighbors, friends, family. I thought, what's holding me up? What am I fearful of? And it just came at a moment that I thought, this is a great opportunity to dive into something I love, cookie decorating. It makes me happy. Hopefully it makes the customers happy. And it's an extracurricular activity I can do in the early mornings or late in the evenings after the 9 to 5 or 8 to 6 job. And I just love it. So if you want to know more, please follow us here. My name is Teresa. Anytime I have a fun story to tell, you will be seeing me on Sundays, you know, cheersing to you, our followers and our friends, our people who cheer us on. I will be cheersing to you. And a special thank you to Tony. I really appreciate Tony. I'm going to put a link in the description below. He said, I'm so happy for you. I knew your determination would play out in the end, you know, but he just missed seeing our faces on these videos. And I thought, well, you know, how could I make that happen? And so hopefully everybody enjoyed seeing my face and not just a cookie. And wishing you all a fantastic Sunday, and we'll see you real soon.